And you spend so much energy making sure you never look at them directly that you exhaust yourself. And it starts showing up in other ways, in your mood, in the way you talk to people, in the way small things bother you more than they should, in the way you feel disconnected even when you're surrounded by people. It leaks out even when you think you have it contained, because you can't actually contain it. You can only delay it. And I've been delaying for a long time. So I'm trying something different. I'm trying to just stop, not forever, not dramatically, just enough to actually feel what I've been running from, to sit in it, to let it be uncomfortable without immediately reaching for something to make it go away. Because I think on the other side of that discomfort is something I actually need. Clarity, maybe. Or just peace. The kind of peace you can't buy or create or distract yourself into. The kind that only comes from actually dealing with your stuff. And I've been too busy to find it. Don't become so busy doing something that you end up accomplishing nothing. Because I've been there. I am there. And it took me longer than I want to admit to see it for what it actually was. Staying busy doesn't mean you're moving. I've been doing a lot lately. Like a lot. And from the outside, it probably looks like I'm being productive, like I'm focused, like I have a plan. But if I'm being honest with myself, I've just been running. I've been filling every empty moment with something, because empty moments mean I have to sit with myself, and I haven't wanted to do that. There's stuff I've been avoiding, things I haven't dealt with, feelings I keep pushing to the back because right now doesn't feel like the right time to face them. But the right time never comes when you keep scheduling over it. I used to do this a lot growing up. When something hurt me or scared me or felt too heavy, I would just find something else to focus on, and I got really good at it, like disturbingly good. I could take something that was genuinely breaking me and just bury it and move on like it never happened. And for a while, it felt like a skill, like I was strong, unbothered, able to just keep going when other people couldn't. But I wasn't strong. I was just good at hiding. And there's a difference, a big one. Strength is facing something and moving through it. What I was doing was just making sure I never had to face it at all. And that worked until it didn't, because that stuff doesn't go anywhere. You don't process it. You don't heal from it. You just carry it. And every new thing you avoid gets added to that weight. And it gets heavier and heavier and heavier until eventually something small happens, something that shouldn't even matter. A conversation, a song, a random Tuesday afternoon where nothing is wrong, and you completely fall apart and you don't even understand why. Because it was never about that small thing, it was everything you never dealt with finally forcing its way out, demanding your attention because you never gave it any. I know that feeling. I've been there more than once. And every time I swore I would stop running, every time I told myself, okay, this time I'm actually going to deal with this. And then something would come up, something to do, somewhere to be, something to keep me moving. And I'd take it every time. Because moving felt safer than stopping. Distracting yourself from a problem doesn't solve it. It just postpones it. It's like putting a tissue on an open wound. You cover it up. You stop looking at it. You almost forget it's there. But it's still bleeding underneath. And you still feel it. You just got so good at ignoring it that the feeling started feeling normal, and that's the scariest part. When pain starts feeling normal, when emptiness starts feeling like just how things are, when you can't even remember what it felt like before you were carrying all of this. I've been making a lot of content lately, creating, staying busy, keeping my hands full so my mind doesn't wander somewhere I don't want it to go. And I'm not saying that's always wrong. Creativity is real, the work is real, but I know myself. And I know when I'm being productive and when I'm just avoiding. Right now, I'm avoiding. And the dangerous thing about staying busy is it feels like progress. It looks like discipline from the outside. People see you moving and they think you have it together, and you let them think that. Because it's easier than explaining that you're actually just terrified of being still. But you can be the most active person in the room and still be completely stuck. Movement isn't always progress. Sometimes it's just distraction wearing a productive outfit. And I fell for it. I kept adding things to my plate thinking, eventually I'd feel better. Eventually I'd feel settled. Eventually whatever I was running from would just disappear on its own. It doesn't disappear, it waits. It's patient in a way that you're not. And the longer you make it wait, the worse it gets. The longer you avoid something, the more space it takes up, even when you're not thinking about it. Especially when you're not thinking about it, it's always there, sitting in the background of everything, coloring the way you see things, the way you talk to people, the way you feel when you're alone at night and there's nothing left to distract you. That's what shows up every time. I'm not where I want to be emotionally right now. And I think I've been using everything around me to avoid admitting that. To myself, mostly. Because admitting it out loud makes it real. And real means I have to do something about it. And doing something about it is scarier than just keeping busy. But I'm starting to understand that the running costs more than the sitting ever would. Every time you avoid something, you give it more power over you. Every time you distract yourself from something real, you make it bigger than it actually is. Because in your head, unprocessed things grow. They become monsters.